second local comic of the night. Big round of applause. He's the one that puts this on. We wouldn't be out here without him, and more importantly, his mother. Everybody bring up Vincent Schultz.
Thank you, everybody. Mersey Dokes. Yeah, not any longer, actually. We'll get into that. You guys might not recognize me. I got this little baby face going on. I just shaved. Yeah.
Thank God.
I'm a little nervous up here. I feel naked without it, guys. They say picture the crowd naked if you're nervous. My luck is my imagination runs wild, and I picture this guy here with a bucket of chicken and sweat dripping down in his belly button. So I'm not gonna do that. So I usually like to start off with a couple stories from when I'm younger. I got 2 stories for you guys. One story is when I was about 8 years old, which is what I look like right now. I wanted a bowl of cereal, so I poured myself a bowl of Frosted Flakes. Went to the fridge, there wasn't any milk in the fridge. Thanks to my mom. Me being the genius I am, I thought the perfect substitute for milk was ground coffee beans. So I poured that all over my Frosted Flakes and ate that shit up. I can tell you 2 things. I was running around the house bouncing off the walls all day, and I was going, very great! Very great! The whole time, so. Alright. It's the truth, people. Another story. I was probably 8 years old again. We went to a hotel with me, my brothers, and my dad, and we were on opposite sides of the hotel. In the middle of the night, I woke up to a phone call, and I was told to come over to the other room. So in my underwear, I got up, got my blanket, and went over to the other side of the hotel and started knocking on the door long enough to realize that I dreamt that phone call. It didn't really happen, so I turned my ass right around, and I went back to my hotel room, and I started knocking on that door until I realized nobody was fucking waking up, so I curled up in a ball in my blanket and slept in front of the door all day. So that's not sad. Are you kidding me? That's fucking hilarious. So okay, the reason I shaved is because I got a new job, you guys, at Meijer. I'm back in the meat department, which is kind of funny. My last job, it was actually at a pet supply store, Mersey Dokes, for you guys who don't know. And yeah, it's weird. I'm going from one place where they love eating animals, I go to another place where they just love animals, and now I'm going to another place where they just love eating animals again. It's quite the atmosphere I'm going through, you guys. In my time working at Mersey Dokes, I had noticed a couple things about like pet owners in general. Like, okay. Is there anybody out there who owns horses, like, or has friends? Yeah? Sorry, equestrians, they like to be called.
Yes.
They're fucking snobby people, you guys. Like, they're a whole different breed, seriously. I'm a nice guy, I really am. And whenever I was done taking care of them at the register, yeah, I gladly said, thank you very much, have a great day. And more often than not, the response I got was just, better watch what I say, though. I might just get a Charlie horse after this show. One of the items we sold at the store was a 50-pound bag of peanuts. And I had this old woman come up to me one day, and she's like, excuse me, I'd like to have 50 pounds of penis. I was like, what the fuck did you just say to me? Man, I don't think we have 50 pounds of penis in the store. You're looking in the wrong place. That's when I realized that her cane, it wasn't a cane at all. It was a staff, and she's a ringmaster trying to feed her circus of elephants. So, clearly, should have known better, guys. I'm not going to deny it, though. I love my dogs. And so when I say fucking pet owners are crazy, I'm one of them. Man, some people would walk around the store for like 2 hours. Not kidding. 2 hours for the perfectly colored squeaky toy, the indestructible, that, you know, for a dog that's colorblind and barks at every fucking doorbell on TV, and he's gonna destroy it in 5 seconds. It's crazy to me. People don't want to throw their money away, but they'll let their dog rip it up to shreds in fucking 5 seconds. It's crazy. And this is probably any pet store. If you guys go to any pet store, look at the catnip. It's crazy. There's like more strains of catnip on the shelves than there are dispensary like marijuana, medical marijuana. It's all the names are just as great too. You got your cat's meow, cosmic catnip, kitty herb, cat grass, grab life by the pussy. We got that OG Kitty Kush, Lab Rat, Feline on the Sea Line, Purple Pussy, Pussy Galore. They got that Catatonic Chronic. That shit's the bomb. I recommend it. What's crazy to me is like, okay, we're not allowed to smoke weed and get high and have a good time, but you get your month-old cat straight fucked up on catnip. Their brains are still developing. Maybe that's why they become ruthless killers, you know? Cats are already pretty fucked up as it is, right? They shit in a box, they climb walls, they see dead people, and they have 9 lives. Then one of us had the great idea to give it some drugs, and the next thing you know, they're dragging in half the neighbor's golden retriever. It's fucking insane. I got a dead cat in my neighborhood. I thought long and hard about taking a picture of it and making a found poster. And so I did. And I got a phone call. Yeah. Sadly, I think she got confused. She was looking for a cat named Fluffy. I said, I'm sorry, ma'am. This one's clearly Flatty. Quick, get this cat 3 grams of grab life by the pussy, stat, you know? I watch a lot of Locked Up series on Netflix. You guys know what that is? Okay, for those of you who don't, it's where a camera crew goes into a prison for like a whole month and then reports on it. And like, this is my show. I'll put it on while I'm making breakfast, while I'm going to sleep. Like, I'm absorbing this information just in case I ever get incarcerated. But like, some of these guys, they just have the best outlook on life behind bars. Some of them you would thought they were on MTV Cribs when the camera crew came in. Like, yo, welcome to my cell, my home for the next 1,013 years. Over here's my plain white wall I like to stare at when I get bored. This here's my book collection. The only book I read, the good book, because the Lord and Savior, He's gonna forgive me for all my rapes and murders, because that's the type of guy He is, you know? This right here is my toothbrush. I like to stab people with it. This right here, this is my spoon. I like to stab people with it. Over here's my newspaper. I like to craft shiz and stab people with it. Right over here, this dude is Marcella, my girlfriend. Well, you know what I mean. Right there, I do push-ups. All right, y'all, you see my cell? Time to get the fuck on out. It's record time. Time for me to play. Like, these guys are just so excited to be in prison. They almost make me want to go. You know, you got a roof over your head. You got meals cooked for you every day. You got all day to work out. Like, who do I got to shoot around here to get locked up? I hear schools are in vogue. You guys, believe me, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't make it in prison under one basic principle. Everybody wants to fuck the funny guy, so I'm not going. Speaking of prison, so the reason I don't work at Mersey Dotes anymore is because I actually got sent home a couple weeks ago. I was writing down joke notes comparing to a cashier job and prison, and this is what I wrote. You get a 5'8" square to stand in all day. You get 1 hour of free time to walk around. You get one meal, and if you don't eat it quick, you gotta throw it away. No conjugal visits. And the word's a fucking bitch. Now my manager, she took it upon herself to read my personal notebook, and she got offended by this. So she took me to the office and sat me down and talked to me. She said, "Tell me one positive thing on that list." I don't see a single positive thing. I said, "Well, some people like prison." All right, that's all I got for you guys tonight. Thank you for coming out. I just want to let you guys know we just about sold out again, so enjoy the rest of the night. Thank you.